Welcome to the next instalment of Wagon Diaries. Progress has been pretty slow. When I mean pretty slow, almost at a standstill. Just been doing some research, gathering some bits together. I've done some bits and bobs over the last couple of weeks. Nothing major, just mocking stuff up. So I'm going to show you a couple of things in this episode. I'm going to show you how to make a kit car heater, basically like a self-contained heater, to take away the job of the massive airbox which comes in them from a factory. So we're going to bin this and replace it with this nice Liverpool lunchbox that I purchased on eBay for less than a fiver. Basically, a kit car heater is like a standalone heater. It's compact. Mainly, its main job is to do with demisting the windscreen. I know race cars don't really have heaters, but you know, when you're building a car like this on a rainy track day, the windows are going to get steamed up pretty quickly, and that's pretty dangerous. But also, I didn't really want to put this massive heater, I mean this is only half of it, I didn't want to put this massive heater back in the car, so I looked at kit car heaters, and as I just said, it's like a self-contained heater. But they're about, for a multi-outlet one, you're looking at about 120 quid, 110 quid, depending where you shop, and I ain't paying that. So I did consider putting them back in, but then after a bit of thinking, I thought I could make one for less than 30 quid, so that's what I'm going to show you in this episode. What I'll do is I'll show you the heater complete in this episode, and then there'll be a separate how-to video with all the components and stuff you'll need to make this. So yeah, so that's the heater box finished. We'll run you through it, so just open it up. So that's the inside. As you can see, I've made some brackets secured by two M6 nuts and bolts. Pretty sturdy. Secured the fan in using some universal spout fan retainers. It just sandwiches the matrix on there, so that's all sandwiched together. Yeah, we've got 5 outlets all together. We got this one, we go into the dash vent, this we go to that dash vent. These two we go into the heater, the windscreen demister through the original dashboard. That's it really. Motorcycle fan, hopefully it will do the job. What I've got to do is plug it in, but we'll figure that out when we start making all the dashboard switches. There we are, lightweight heater box, less than 40 quid. Done. Close to start. So there it is, all mounted. It's not the final position. I think the water inlet's just here, might be a bit too close to the clutch pedal, but it might not be. We won't know until we get to the plumbing in stage. I might mount it back a bit, I don't know yet, but that's just like a rough idea where it's going to be, behind all the center console. So yeah, fantastic. So I'm now going to start the installation of the fuel and the brake lines. All we're going to do today is fit the bulkhead fittings. So I've not got enough money in the minute to purchase everything. So we've got a dash 6 straight bulkhead fitting, like so, and a dash 6 nut. Now for this build I'm using dash 6 PTFE fuel line. It's a lot smaller, it's a lot thinner than the rubber based fuel line, and it'll also prevent vapour leaks and horrible fuel smells in the cabin, which, you know, I do plan to drive just to shows and stuff and possibly track events, so 2.5 hours in there. Fuel vapour will soon start giving headaches. That's what we're doing. And we've got some dash free bulkhead fittings, which are going to take the 2 brake lines from the master cylinder. So I've got a T which will be feeding the front 2 brakes onto the passenger, onto the driver, and then we've just got a single 90-degree elbow, which that'll follow down the transmission tunnel, or the centre tunnel, to the prop valve, and then there'll be a T after the prop valve which will feed both rear brake setups. So PTFE lines, it uses a compression olive fitting, so I'm hoping to show you today how you make that work. So to make things a bit easier, I'm going to take the supercharger off. So I've already sort of pre-decided where I'm going to put the lines. So the fuel line would usually come out of this hole from the factory, but we're going to use some carbon plate and cover these holes up because they'll be no longer required. So instead the fuel line's going to come through here in the centre of this little circle area here. Then the brake lines are going to go from the master cylinder straight into the firewall here. So I'm going to have them above and below each other. So the T piece is going to go roughly there, and then the 90-degree elbow is going to go roughly there. Let's get the drill. That's the brake line bulkheads in, so we'll get the fuel one in. There we have it. We've got a feed for our front brakes, a feed for the rear brakes, and our main fuel feed. I can't see the fuel return's going to go there, but I haven't got a fitting for that yet, so we can't do that today. So now we're going to build the Teflon line, and we'll start mocking that up where it's going to run inside the car. Take it from there. So that's the fuel feed finished. This bit will be going on a firewall fitting on the inside, then we'll work our way down to the tank for the rest of this. Because I need new race car buddy to help me tighten all this shit up. But that's the way it's going to go. There's some nice little handy clips underneath here which we're going to secure the fuel line to. And the return's going to come out just here. Then we'll have them running parallel all down the inside of the floor pan, all the way down here. Then they'll go through that hole there and into the top of the fuel pump just there. I would have actually get a fuel cell, but for now, for the first couple of years, for seasons, this will have to do. So I've done the feed, but now I've also started to finish the return line, and I've got some rubber P-clips. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fit the P-clips so we can start securing the fuel line inside the car. That's fucking awkward from this angle. That's the fuel lines partially in. It's looking like what I had in mind. The P-clips are spaced 12 inches apart, which is looks like a decent measurement. Then there's just that random one up there. Bit of a kink there because of the harness bar, but obviously we won't be keeping the harness bar. Long-term plan anyway, so that kink won't be an issue. It's not really an issue now, it's still loose. It's just looks a bit ugly like that. Then the next step is to tie it into the fuel tank. I know how I need to do it, I just need to buy the stuff. But that'll be for another episode. So that's it for this episode. Short and sweet. You know, I haven't really got a great deal of money to blow on this at the minute. Apart from the fuel fittings, that's cost me nearly 100 quid so far, and I'm only halfway through it. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the DIY heater. I can't remember the exact figures, but I did work it out and it worked out less than 40 quid it cost me to build it. So that saved me 80 quid there. And I'm not going to know if it works until the car's finished and running. So it'll be pretty interesting to see if it does work how I intend it to. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Cheers. Bye.